Okay, so we're live. I have to double check though.
I can see a live button at the top. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I got a notification, so okay. Okay. So, welcome to whoever is watching already. If you're watching, then please say hello. Oh, there you are. So I think that's Teresa. Just for those who are watching, please bear with us because I'm sharing on multiple platforms at once. And it might not give me your name if you're commenting on Facebook. Right now, it just tells me Facebook user. But then also, just to let you know, whenever you, hi Sophie, whenever you join, and if you want to be selected for a reading, then please put your name and a question, or your pseudonym or your nickname if you'd like it to be anonymous, and then your question. Right. So we've got Teresa and Sophie watching. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, so I think it would be nice to say hello from the both of us and maybe a little bit about ourselves if neither of you guys know us. So we're doing live angel and tarot readings today, myself and Mel. Mel will be doing tarot. She's got her tarot cards, and I'll be doing angel cards. And we will be both basically chipping into your question. So you'll have a reading for the both of us, from the both of us. I'm Kat. I'm a spiritual medium and healer, and I work closely with angels. So this is my chosen and preferred, let's say, way of working right now. Yeah, and you have the details of how to contact me and Mel in the description as well. So now I'll let Mel introduce herself.
Hello everyone, I'm Melanie or Mel. I'm a spiritual teacher, Reiki Master and tarot reader. So this is my first time joining Kat this evening. I'm a little bit nervous, but it's all good.
Can't tell, so it's okay.
That's good, and the tech's working. That's the main thing. So let's see who we've got. We've got a few comments, I think.
Yeah, so we've got some...
Teresa, Marta, Sophie.
So we do ask, please post a question or at least like an area of your life, right? Is that okay with you, Mel, as well? So if we know.
Yeah, perfect. So, yeah,
we need to have a little bit of an idea of what you're asking about. We'll keep it another couple of minutes, just let others join still. And yeah, welcome. We're very happy that you're here. Have a little think about the questions that you might have. And we'll basically try and, reach as many people as possible, depending on how many people will be asking for a reading. I suppose we might need to select, a few, but don't worry if you're not selected, because Spirit wastes nothing. There's probably a message for you there, even if it's a reading for someone else as well. So just listen into it. Yes, thank you for the music. It's good, right?
So we do have a question actually from Marta. So she'd like to know, I'd like to know if my finances will improve by the end of the year.
Okay. Okay, let's see. So we've got Marta. Forgot how to shuffle. Okay, so I'll let you go first, Mel, with your tarot.
Okay, so what I'm seeing is something connecting to a male. Now the card that is showing is the Emperor. I'm going to see if I can hold this up at the right angle so my ring light doesn't blind everybody and reflect off the card. So the card that has come out is the Emperor. This card is usually representative of fatherly energy. It can represent a father or a father figure, somebody in your life or somebody in a position of authority. And this has come up when we've asked about your finances. So it might be that there is somebody in your life who fits this description, who might be able to come in and help. What we've also got is this card here, which is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords comes in when we're experiencing change. And it can be very rapid change. Bear in mind, we are actually already nearly at the end of the year because we're into December. So if things are going to change for you, then they would have to change pretty quickly. So the Knight of Swords brings in change. The Emperor brings in that fatherly energy. And we've also got this beautiful card, which is always good to see, which is the Ace of Cups, which represents new beginnings and a sense of happiness and joy. So for me, I am going to say things look like they are going to change. Hold on to your hat, because the Knight of Swords can feel quite sudden and chaotic, but you've also got the Chariot. And this is about being determined, taking the rough with the smooth, because you will be triumphant. But sometimes we just get those bumps in the road that we have to navigate. So I would say things are looking like they're going to pick up, maybe not drastically, but it does look like there's something positive coming in for you.
Okay, right. So, Martha, I have something quite similar, actually. You have the card of listening deeply. So that tells me that's within your strength. So that means that whatever intuitive hits or even advices from others or any advice around the finances that you read about and you implement is the right point of call, because they are leading you to the right place. So keep doing that. We also have the card of taking a step back and a card of composure. So both of those tell me that it's not necessarily exactly going to happen just yet, as Mel also mentioned. So just hang on tight, and the take a step back. It tells me that this is a time for you not to push too much forward. I know it's not the best thing to hear, but I believe that there is a reason behind that. So try to kind of maybe focus on just your creative ideas and anything else to do with whether it's your business or projects that you have, and try not to just push for the monetization as much. And it might, as we know, it often comes to us when we stop pushing for something, right? And just hang in there. Composure card. Take a step back and composure. Both of them are telling us to just chill for a little bit, because it could be just not the time yet, but it's coming. Okay. And one more affirmation card, or like a message card for you, Martha, is truth is my teacher. So what is the truth? What is your truth in this situation? Do you feel like you're maybe not acknowledging something? It's just something for you to think about. Okay, so thank you for that. Right, if you just bear with me 1 second, everyone. Oops. I'm just deleting what we don't need here. Hi, Crystal, by the way. Hi, Dorina. Welcome, everyone. Right, you'll need to, like I said, bear with us, because it's the first time that we're using this platform. And it's also shared to my Facebook page, which is public. So if you have a question, then please just state your name or your nickname or pseudonym if you like, and then your question or an area of your life that you'd like us to help you with. and then we'll get on it, basically. But we need at least an area of your life or a question, a specific question.
Sorry, I disappeared. I don't know what happened. I think they booted me out. Get off. And we've got some comments coming in, and it's just saying Facebook user. So you might need to put your name and then your question so that we know who to direct it to.
Right, yes, we do apologize for that, because I'm sharing on multiple platforms. When someone comes from Facebook, it just says Facebook user. And I can see Jane is there as well. She'd like a message, but I believe after Martha we had Teresa. I think it was Teresa. It still says just Facebook user. Oh, okay. Do you know what? I'm just gonna try and write a few things down, maybe. So we've got Ola, we have Teresa. I believe Teresa was asking about friendships.
There is one on there.
If you're still there, Teresa, then let me know that that's the case. So I've got Denise. Oh, Teresa was asking what's next for you.
Is that where do I go from here?
So, okay. So we've got Ola, we've got Teresa, we've got Denise. Anyone else? Crystal's there, but I haven't seen Crystal asking a question.
Do you want me to? I can take the question from Teresa. Where do I go from here? If that's who that comes from. Okay, right. So Teresa, what I am seeing for you is at the moment, and this might be financial or it might be juggling projects or work, but we've got the Two of Pentacles card here. Now this is usually, it does represent money, and it's when things are a little bit tight and you're kind of juggling things and you're everything that comes in is going out, and things are a little bit tricky to manage. So it's all about making sure everything is balanced and just taking your time with things. What we've got as well is the Four of Cups. Now this card is when you're feeling a little bit fed up, and if you are juggling money, then I can appreciate that's probably why. So this is when you're a bit disillusioned, you're a bit fed up, you feel like you're not really going anywhere, which is probably why you've asked, where am I going from here? But the good news is the third card I pulled for you is the Six of Swords. This is a really encouraging card. This is when things have been a bit tricky because it follows the 5, which is never a particularly good card. The Six of Swords shows, I don't know if you can see this particularly well, but it shows somebody in a boat and they're moving away from troubled times and they're going into smoother, calmer waters. So things are going to pick up for you. But in the meantime, you might just find that you're juggling things. But just hang on in there because it is going to calm down and things are going to improve.
Okay, Teresa, I'm just shuffling for you as well. We'll see what the angels have to say for you. For Teresa Negus. Okay, Teresa, so you also have, well, a card of composure, except that this card for you is your strength. So that tells me that you have really been able to stay calm and keep in your energy. You're not so much possibly affected by people around you. You know, they don't have so much influence at you. You're actually really nicely staying within your own energy, if that makes sense, and that, you know, it gives you a better perspective when it comes to anything external. So that's your strength. Now I can see that there's also an opportunity and change for you, Teresa, that's in your heart space. So that's your heart telling you that it wants you to change things. It wants you to grab opportunities that are coming your way. So are there any opportunities or things or ideas that are coming to you and you're not necessarily grabbing them because maybe you're doubting something? Your heart is telling you to not doubt, right? There are opportunities and there are changes happening for you. They're coming. The only challenge, something to work on, is the inner child healing. So yeah, I don't feel like there's any much more to say about that. It's just, do a little bit more work if you haven't yet, maybe, or maybe have forgotten for a little while. Just keep that in mind, that there are just, things might not be coming your way or happening the way you want them, just because there's just a little bit more healing that's needed. Okay? You're working on it. Yes. So there you go. Keep going. Okay. So I have put a few names down that otherwise are showing as Facebook user for me. But I think when we ask the next person to post a question, we'll just need to ask you to post like the actual question again, if that's okay, just because the comments otherwise are getting a little bit lost.
We have got a couple that have come up. So Ola is here and she'd like to know, what should I prep myself for in 2023?
Okay.
So I think that's the next one. Apologies if I've missed anyone, but I think that's the next one. So I've already pulled some cards for this one to see what you need to prep yourself for, Ola. So unfortunately, I suspect I'm going to see this card a lot tonight. We've got the Two of Pentacles again, which is about juggling money. So, things might not be, things will be coming in, things will be going out, and they might feel a little bit tight, just so that you're aware. And what we've also got is the card of Temperance, which is also a card of balance, but in a slightly different way. So this is more about having patience. This is about balancing your emotions. It's a lovely card and it's a lovely energy. And this can come in when we need a little bit of help from our angels and from our guides to make sure we stay balanced and we look after ourselves. So this always makes me feel like you need to look after your energy. So if you might have crystals, you might have a meditation practice, but something like that. Bring that in 2023 so that you can keep yourself nice and calm and balanced. What we've also got is the Nine of Cups, which is a lovely card of happiness and joy. So this might not represent financial abundance, but it does represent abundance emotionally. So this might be spending time with family and friends. It's a really lovely card and a really lovely energy that you're going to be getting next year. And another card that I've just had with another reading is the Six of Swords. So again, looking at the year, okay, it might be a bit tight for a while, but it is going to get better and it is going to get easier. But just remember that temperance, that balance, and to look after your energy a little bit throughout the year.
Okay. So for you, Ola, what I have is the angels, first of all, are noticing the enormous amount of work that you've been doing recently. And I feel like when I say recently, I don't mean like last week or last month. That is almost like life's work, or at least a few years. You've been working really hard and you've been almost like setting up yourself for, things that you want to achieve in life. So that's a job well done, first of all, to say. And so that's already setting you up for 2023, right? Now, the other things that are coming in is friendship and union. So that's interesting because Mel mentioned also family or friends. What's coming up is your heart. This is your heart card telling you to make some more connections, maybe either create or spend more time with your friends. Really, really be there with them and enjoy your time with your friends. And with that, we have vulnerability and freedom. So by being vulnerable, Ola, meaning by being totally yourself, opening to building connections with your friends in 2023, it will really bring amazing changes for you, because the more open and authentic and true to yourself you are, the better things come your way. So it might be a little bit of a challenging year in a sense that it will almost ask of you to be more open and vulnerable and really come out to people the way you truly see yourself to be. So that's for you, Ola. And let us know how that resonates with you.
So I can see a question. I'm hoping I'm getting this in the right order. I've got Denise asking, what do I need to know today regarding my health? Okay. So Denise, what I'm getting for you with this in the cards, and I'm very much drawn to, there's two cards here that I'm feeling very drawn to. One of them is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is all about coming into our heart space. So, when you're feeling a bit anxious or you're concerned about something, that is about managing our emotions and coming into our heart space. But I've also got the Page of Pentacles, and there's a lot of green on this card, and the green for me represents the heart chakra, and it just jumped out at me. So it's very much about coming into that heart space. Particularly if it's racing a bit and you're feeling quite anxious, is just to come back into that heart space and relax and know that you're taken care of. We do have the Seven of Wands. Now that can represent having a bit of a battle. So, you might be back and forth with things, or you might be concerned or waiting around for sort of results and things like that. But you do have the World card, which is completion, coming full circle, and it's always positive, this card. It's a really, really lovely one to have. So it does look like, it might be a bit of a battle, but come into your heart space, try and settle that anxiety down, practice some deep breathing, and know that you've got this coming in.
Okay, I'm just getting your cards, Denise. Okay, so first of all, I want to share with you this card that talks about your sensitivity. Your sensitivity is a gift, Denise. And this card is relating to our sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is the bed, let's say, of our emotions. It's also the place that can hold a lot of hurt, emotional hurt, related to, basically everything in life. But what I'm mostly thinking of is our, how do I say this? It's the sensitivity that you have towards like the whole world, if that makes sense. Let me know in the comments. So I feel like it's not that you just almost feel the whole world, that in itself makes any situations that are happening closer to you have even stronger impact on you in your health, like your well-being. So this is something to maybe pay attention to. And if you aren't already doing any work around protecting yourself and looking after yourself, anything to do with self-care and really honoring yourself and putting yourself first, might be the first step to take towards any health issues that you're having. So just acknowledge that you have the sensitivity that you have is your gift, and it can also be your strength. It doesn't have to be an issue, right? Now on the back of that, you have very strong cards because you have a transformation. So that is, again, that's your strength. So that's just to say, angels are saying you've done so much work already and you've changed a lot in your life, healing yourself and probably just having a different perspective on life in general. It's been a ride, I want to say. It feels like it's been quite a ride for you, but you have come out on the other side now. And it's really interesting because you have in your heart card is manifestation. So that kind of tells me like your heart wants you to actually take strong steps towards your health. So I don't know what that means exactly for you, Denise. You know, if there is anything that you're holding back on, or you're not sure, or you know, I don't know, whatever it is, it's like there's an expectation to just get it done almost. Let me know if that resonates. But it also, the manifestation card also says that you, because I feel like I'm saying that because you have all the power that you need in your own hands. Okay, you just need to make a decision, because you can literally manifest anything. The only challenge is that it will all come in divine timing. Okay, so you might need to wait a little bit on the results that you're wanting to see, but just trust that they will come at the right moment. Okay.
Okay, so we've got Romka asking about friendships. It's the general question. So I pulled a few cards here for you to see what's coming up, and I can see straight away there's been some sort of conflict. Now that's either that there's a fallout, or that you've got conflict in your head around, oh, I don't know what to believe, or I don't know what to do with these friendships, with this situation. I can see there's a lot of anxiety around you. We've got 3 cards from the Swords suit, which is all about mental anguish and worry. What they are, we've got the 10 of, I'll show you these in case you're familiar with them. We've got the 10 of Swords. Now this is when you're anxious, you're in your head a lot, and you're feeling actually a bit stabbed in the back. So it's not a great card to have, but that's how you feel. It doesn't necessarily mean there's any wrongdoing, but that's obviously where you're at now. What I'm also getting is the 4 of Swords, which is a slightly different energy. This is all about resting up. So this is like, okay, retreat for a little while, look after yourself. It might be that you just need to take a little bit of a bit of time out. However, at the end of the reading, there's always a positive card at the end, which is lovely. You've got the Star. Now this is about hope and optimism. So I do think it's going to work out, but it might be that you're stressing out and you're anxious and you're in this 10 of Swords energy. You're being called to just have a bit of a rest. Go within, and you'll feel if there's something you need to do, if you need to take any action. It doesn't look to me like there's going to be a particularly unpleasant ending, or that there's going to be any fallouts because of this Star card, but there is a lot of anxiety around you at the moment, and a little bit of conflict with your friendships.
Right. Okay, so that was friendships, right? From I do apologize. I was like busy
trying to keep up with the comments.
Yes, trying to clean it up a little bit. So Romka, you were asking about friendships, is that right, Mel? That's what you were.
Yeah, that's right.
Friendships. Okay, let's see. What's the message for Romka from the angels around friendships? Romka, friendships. Okay, so Romka, so first card for you that I have is the Harmony and Resolution card. And that tells me that it's your strength, but I feel like it's also a little bit, I want to say overused. I don't know. That's just what coming to me intuitively. Conflict and resolution basically is telling me that you have resolved conflicts, whether it's within yourself or with the other person. But I feel like I need to say that maybe perhaps sometimes you make yourself a little bit too agreeable. So although it's an amazing trait to have in a way to approach, our human relationships, right? Don't get lost. Don't lose yourself in that, and make sure that your needs are heard as well. So that's one card. And I was saying that because the next one that we have is ask and receive. Is that right? Yeah. Ask and receive. So that's your heart telling you to ask for what you need. Okay. So again, it's not about just being agreeable and nice to the other, right? Especially if it's a friendship, of course, we care about other people. So things like that are a lot more difficult. But it's important that you really ask for what it is that you actually need as well, Romka, because unless you ask, you're not going to receive, right? And asking from your heart space, meaning actually being really open and truthful about what it is that's important to you, is something that is needed and will help. The only challenge that I see here is the trusting the universe. So that's a card about having just trust in the universe that things will work out the way they are meant to. So not trying to, it's just saying, don't try and make things happen or push too hard or maybe not push too hard, but control things how they are, or how they come out, controlling the outcomes. Just try and trust the universe that whatever actually is happening right now is meant to be just like that, basically. There's always a reason, right? Probably behind the situation. So just trust that it's meant to be the way it is and let it go and just see how it unravels, I suppose, whilst thinking about yourself and being vocal about it. Okay? So that was for you, Romka.
Okay, so we've got Sadaf is asking, will he contact me? So it's a bit tricky with questions like that because first of all, we can't dive into somebody else's energy and like spy on them to see what they're going to do. So I'm always a little bit wary about answering questions about what somebody else is doing or thinking or their intentions. So what I've done is just ask for general guidance for you. So what do you need to know from your spirit guides about this situation, about whether or not somebody might get in touch? So the card I've got, now don't panic when you see this, but the card I've got is the devil. That doesn't mean that he's the devil. The meaning of this card, it can mean multiple things, but when this comes up in a love reading, it can suggest that you're feeling almost addicted to somebody that may not actually be very good for you in some way. That doesn't mean they're a bad person, but it might be that that person that you're wanting to contact you might not be actually really a healthy relationship. So this is just in the way of guidance. It doesn't mean anything bad's going to happen, nothing like that, but this really is suggesting that you ask yourself, about this guy. Do you want him to contact you? Why do you want him to contact you? Does it feel healthy, or is it actually not meant to be? So it's just a bit of gentle guidance there, just to ask yourself that self-inquiry and do a little bit of meditating around that and see what comes up and trust your instincts when you get the answer.
So I think we had Crystal asking a question as well. Crystal, if you're still there, then could you please just let us know? And also Natalia.
Yeah, we've got a question from Natalia if she's still here, or we can still do the question and then she could always pick it up on the replay if she's not here. She's asked, can I ask if there are any messages for me for the coming months in regards to personal development?
And just before you do reading for Natalia, I just want to shout out, Crystal, if you're still there, then please can you just let us know? Oh, you're there. Cool. And just confirm you had a question about romance, love and romance, I believe. Cool. So, Natalia. Now, after Natalia's reading, we will continue, but I will want us to take just a couple of minutes break. So I'll just shouting it out now, Mel, just so you know, before you go into the next one.
Okay. Okay, so Natalia, messages coming in for the coming months in regards to personal development. Let me just come off that so I can see. Okay. So what I'm getting is some interesting things, actually. So we've got the Three of Wands. Now, this card literally shows somebody who is stood on the banks waiting for a ship to come in. So this is when usually you've put quite a lot of effort into something, you've grown it, individual personal development. This would mean you're not a beginner to personal development when you get to the Three of Wands. You've already been doing it, you've made some changes, you've seen some successes, but this is when something is coming in for you. So this could be something that's quite big. It's always positive, this card. So I would say this is, keep going with the personal development, but know that something is coming in, and it's something that you've already set the wheels in motion for. So it's very positive, particularly when it's followed by the Ace of Wands. So the aces, when these come up, these are all about new beginnings and opportunities. So this could be going into a new period of personal growth. This could be going into a period where you're at an expanded level of consciousness, where you've raised your frequency and life will start to feel a bit different for you as you experience a shift. And the Ace of Wands is about fire. So it's igniting the fire in your belly, it's getting excited, it's being passionate about something. So there's a new beginning with some excitement coming in for you in relation to your personal development. So it might be, you asked in the coming months, so it might not be imminent because this is showing you waiting, but it will be coming in, and it's going to be followed by a period of excitement.
Right, so Natalia, for you, what I have, first of all, let's point out what the strengths are with this question. And you have the Trust the Universe card. So that tells me that when it comes to your personal development, you know that you are going in the right direction, and you trust that you're getting towards your goals. And whatever intuitive hits that you've been getting, or feelings or gut feelings, you've been following that, and that's a job well done. So that's just from angels saying, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, because whatever you feel intuitively that you need to do in regards to personal development, then that's basically the message from the universe. Now, the other things here that are coming up are honesty and communication. So I feel like this is relating to that personal development of, being able, because again, this is the heart position. So it's what your heart is trying to communicate to you. It wants you to be honest and communicate openly with those who are close to you, I feel, mainly. Just being in a position where you also, voice what it is that you need. But also, this is honesty and communication with yourself. And I want to pair it with this other card, which is the challenge of taking a step back. So it's really interesting, because I think this is like at least the third, or if second, maybe third person that has a message of taking a step back and just trying not to control or push things from happening. So I just want to say that with that honesty and communication, for me, both of those cards are saying, do you really need it all though? Natalia, all of it that you're doing, because I feel you're very ambitious in that. In personal development and moving forward in life and really making things better for yourself. But sometimes there are, we can't be pushing too much, and then it just becomes hard work, and it's not probably necessary, because personal development also comes in when we learn how to relax and just let things unravel and happen in their own time as well, without trying to push and control how all of that happens. So yeah, definitely continue trusting your gut, trusting the universe that things are actually happening exactly the way they're meant to be happening. And anything else, just let it go. Just be honest with yourself as to what it is that you truly need. Sometimes it takes time to just sit with yourself and just really think about it, or feel into your heart, most likely, because your mind will probably be giving you quite a few options and ways of how you can still improve yourself, right? So, try and quiet it down and just let things go the way they should, or they're meant to, I should say. Okay. So that was for you, Natalia. And then I think, so we'll just a short break just before Crystal's reading, which I believe was on romance. But I just wanted to take this quick break to just let you guys know, whoever's watching, that you can get in touch with us. I have posted my website and Mel's website in the description of this video. Mel has, I'll let her give you the details, but Mel has a course and an ebook. Mel, would you like to let us know what that's about?
Yeah, I'm actually sitting here playing with my crystals as we're speaking. It's about crystals. So the ebook is on Amazon, and you can order that for, I think it's £2.69 or £2.79. It's an introduction to using crystals. It's not a huge book, but it's really great for people who have either never worked with crystals before, or they might have a couple of crystals but they don't really know what they're doing with them, don't know how to work with their energy. The course really follows on from the book, but you don't have to read the book if you want to do the course. Again, that's aimed at beginners, but it's a bit more interactive. There's some quizzes and workshops, there's some meditations to connect to the energy of the crystal, and also teaches you how to get guidance from your crystals as well. And that's on Udemy, and the links are in the comments section.
There you go. Now, I also just wanted you guys to know that you can sign up for my newsletter through my website. And there are quite a few things that I am planning on doing that will be available for only my newsletter subscribers, and that includes an option to receive a reading. So please make sure that you subscribe to my newsletter. Also, please subscribe, like, and share this YouTube channel. It will really help to grow my channel so that we can send more messages to more people. And also, one last thing, if you would like to send a thank you donation, we have listed a PayPal link in the description as well. We would be very appreciative of any thank you donations for the readings that you have received today or anytime in the future. That would be great. So thank you for that. Okay, and now I think we can move on to Crystal, and I think we have Deepika. I think if I say that name correctly, I'm sorry if I'm not. Who was asking about the future with a person. Now, Deepika, I would suggest trying to change your question a little bit, because I don't know, Mel, if you mentioned that. I do apologize if I'm repeating something, but future is a potential, so that all depends on our point of view, on the work on ourselves, on our decision making. We have we all have free will. The other person has a free will, so it's really not all set in stone. But we'll be probably happy to have a look at anything that could help you right now. So if you'd like to reword the question, if you have anything else, let us know. Yeah. And Crystal.
I'm just trying to find Crystal's question. It's not showing all the comments, it's only going up so far, so I've missed a big chunk. Did you have the question written down, Kat?
Oh, I've got it. Oh gosh, hang on. Gosh. I think I found it, so just give me a sec.
Okay.
There we go.
Give insight into my romantic connections or love life, please, Crystal. Okay. Did you want to go first with this one, Kat?
I can. Okay. I'm just selecting the cards for Crystal. Just bear with me 1 second. Okay. Okay, Crystal. So first of all, I have a message for you saying forgiveness brings freedom. So this is a card for our heart chakra. So that just tells me that there is still a little bit more healing possibly for you to do or work on, or maybe just pay attention to, maybe just notice it. That perhaps any sort of blockages are coming from the blockage within your heart due to any past happenings, right? So there is a little bit of forgiveness that is wanting that needs to happen, let's say. I want to say that I really like, there's a book by Kyle Gray called, I think, Angels of Forgiveness. I don't know if you've seen it. And I think it's an amazing book on forgiveness. I mean, to be honest, I haven't read that many, but I think it's pretty good. So maybe check it out. Maybe there might be something for you that will help. Now, with the angel cards that I have for you in terms of your romance and love life is, so the strength. Let's start from the strength. We have divine timing. So that's just to say that you already know that things happen at the right time. So that's amazing. And you're happy to wait. So I'm kind of feeling like you're not in a rush. You might be asking the question because you're obviously interested and curious, but you're happy to wait, for the right one. So that's amazing. That's your strength. Now, what your heart wants you to know is that it's ready. Okay. But it's not even just that it's ready, but it wants to say, yes, there are, go and take action, like, get out there and make yourself available. But again, that kind of, when I talk about this first card about forgiveness is coming back to my mind. So perhaps there is something relating to, being able to be fully open, because again, this is a heart position card. So that's what your heart wants you to know, that it's ready. It wants to get out there. It wants to be, noticed. It's a yes card. It says, yes, it's happening. It can happen, but you gotta, take the first step or take some sort of an action or decide that maybe the past is in the past now. Whatever it means for you, Crystal, your heart wants you to do that. So the only challenge here is the manifestation. So that's bringing the things to actual physical reality, right? Making them happen. So, but I feel all of this keeps leading me back to that forgiveness and the heart chakra. So I feel like things might not be happening the way maybe you want them to happen right now, just because you're stopping yourself. That block is stopping yourself. That block is stopping you from actually taking the action that your heart wants you to take. And I see the action as action of actually going out there and being open and meeting people and really connecting on a deeper level. Okay, but then the manifesting of that partner is a little bit blocked, I want to say. So some heart chakra healing for you, Crystal. I hope that helps. Please let us know in the comments. And you have, hi Kat and Mel, I do apologize, we don't know who you are because it just says Facebook user. I'm guessing it might be Helen. I don't know, it's my guess. If that's right, then please let us know. I'm pretty sure there is a way of being able to see people's names but
There
I
is,
just haven't figured it out yet.
I think you have to like not sign up for StreamYard, because I had it when I first started commenting, and somebody said you've got to click on something on StreamYard and enter your name, and then you can be visible. But I can't remember.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
what I think it is.
Again,
I think people, have to click like on a link or something.
Yeah, something like
Well,
that. But if you pop your name in the comments, then we'll know who
Yeah.
you are. So I pulled a couple of cards for Crystal as well, in terms of what's coming in with love life. And the first card that came out, and this can sometimes be in the past position, something that's happened that is still affecting you presently, which is the Emperor. Now the Emperor is the card that represents the father of the deck, but it can also represent somebody who is in either a position of authority or they believe they are. It can represent somebody quite controlling and domineering in a relationship. And as this has come up in the first position, if you're not currently, sorry, you can't see it very well. If you're not in a relationship at the moment, this could be somebody from your past who is affecting you with your love life. So the healing that Kat talked about could be connected to this person. So somebody who has been quite controlling, possibly narcissistic, who you need to heal from in order to move forward. I did take a card from the Moonology deck, and I'm very much drawn to colour, and the colour on this card is blue, and that for me is healing, and it's the full moon in Cancer, and Cancer being a water sign again represents emotion. So I do feel like there's some healing that needs to be taking place. Having said that, there is the Knight of Swords. Now, if this represents a person coming into your life, then this could be very positive, particularly when you're asking about love. So the Knight of Swords is a person who is quite intellectual. They are very often an air sign, which is Libra, Gemini, and what's the other one? Aquarius. They might not necessarily be that sign, but if they're not, then they will have those sorts of traits. So they can be, air signs can be very much in their head, so they can appear to be quite aloof and detached. But they're not really, they're thinkers, they're always thinking. So they can sometimes come across as quite cold, but they're not. Very intelligent usually, and very good communicators. So the Knight of Swords is coming in. It's not here yet. This was the last card, and this is sometimes what's coming up. So just watch out for that person coming into your life, because that could be quite promising. So that was for Crystal. I'll just catch up with the comments. Thank you everyone for your feedback. You're welcome, Crystal. Okay,
So I'm pretty sure that was everyone.
I hope so. It's difficult to tell if there's you do unfortunately get spammers on sometimes, and it's really difficult to tell. And sometimes you get people repeating the same question over and over and over and over, and it's like,
Yes, that is not allowed, by the way, who is watching. So if you do repeat your question over and over and over, I will block you. I'm just putting it out there, because we don't want that kind of behavior. Well, I don't. So yeah, it's not allowed. But yeah, I think that's everyone. I did ask Deepika, but I think she's gone. I did mention maybe to reword the question. So I have done that. Thank you, Crystal, for the comment. And I think, from everyone that I have actually written down, that seems to be everyone. So, So I suppose just a little reminder, if you'd like to get in touch with us, please let us know. All the links are in the description of this video, which will be shared, saved on YouTube, so you can always go back to it. And it's been lovely. And I'm sorry for all the little bit of hiccups probably at the beginning when I was going through comments and trying to sort things out. But I'll get, it's just all work in progress. If by any way, I'm just gonna say it, unless you say it, the answer is no, right? So if anyone feels like volunteering for our admin when we do lives as a moderator, that would be beautiful. Thank you very much. That would be very much appreciated, because then you could look behind. You could just sit behind the scenes. You won't be on camera, but you'll be able to maybe take note of questions and things like that in case we get a little bit confused and lost. So if anyone is willing for that, willing to do that, then please let me know. But yeah, unless there's anything else, Mel, that you'd like to say.
No, I don't think so, other than thank you to everybody for turning up, because we were worried that we might not get anyone and it'd just be us two sat here for an hour. So I'm really pleased to have people come along, and I hope the readings and the guidance has been useful. Thank you all for your lovely comments.
Yes, so thank you very much, and we'll be in touch. Please subscribe and like the YouTube channel so that you can be notified of any future lives. Okay.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.